Aloha. My name is Breath. When I go through the comment section on my videos, I constantly see the same 3 questions repeating themselves over and over again. And today, I'm going to do my best in answering those questions. Question number 1. Breath, are you still stuck in a lifelong trip? Well, the answer to that can simply be found within the question itself. Lifelong trip. Am I still alive? Yes. Therefore, I'm still stuck in a trip joy. Question number 2. Breath. I'm addicted to masturbating. I can't stop masturbating. I'm addicted to masturbating. How do I stop? Well, similar. This is a very similar question to our previous question, in that the answer or some light can be shed by looking at the question itself. I'm addicted to masturbating. You see, your mind is so fucked up, and your subconscious mind is so fucking controlled by male genitalia that the very language that you speak shows the very fallacy of life in which you have, and I do mean fallacy. So, if you're not following, you can't say addiction without the word dick. You see? Your very problems are manifesting in your own language. So the best way that I can help you is to first of all tell you that you need to come to the realization of who you are and what you are. You're worshipping at the temple of scrotum. Your mind is full of scrotum. You're playing with a scrotum 5 or 6 times a day, maybe more. So you are obsessed with the scrotum. The second thing is, if you're masturbating 5 or 6 times a day, then I also assume that you're ejaculating 5 or 6 times a day. And if you are ejaculating 5 or 6 times a day, you need to understand that semen, sperm, contains zinc, magnesium, selenium, copper, iron, and many other crucial vitamins and crucial minerals that aid and facilitate in mental function. So how on earth is your brain functioning properly if you're constantly squirting away all of your vitamins and minerals? The answer to that question is your brain isn't functioning properly. You're borderline mentally retarded, and you are completely and utterly obsessed with penis. So what you are and who you are is a mentally retarded homosexual. Once you've come to that realization, you can take the next step. Jesus once said, if thou look upon a woman with lust, then thou must cut out their own eye, because a lifetime without an eye is far more pleasant than an eternity in hell. And I have something to say that's of a similar tone. And what I say is this: if thou cannot stop fapulation, thou must self-castration. Meaning, if you cannot stop masturbating, then you must cut off your own scrotum. And I practice what I preach, and I actually help people with this. This is not medical advice, but if you look on my Etsy store, you will see a DIY, do-it-yourself, castration kit. And basically it's a sharpened Bowie knife, and there's an instruction manual in there. The scrotum's grasped with one hand, and we castrate with the other. Now there's also some rubbing alcohol and some bandages because there will be a lot of blood. And once you've self-castrated, you can begin the journey of recovery. Do not remove your testicles, as the testicles are what produce this beautiful fluid. Question number 3, breath. What do you do? And I'll just go back to question number 2 really quick. You can justify your masturbation all you want. You've been brainwashed by Hollywood to think that masturbating is good and healthy, okay? This is Wizardry 101, Hollywood. How do you make a magic wand? It's with the holy tree, okay? You've been brainwashed, you're under a spell, masturbation kills. Self-castrate today. 3rd question, breath, what do you do for a living? Well, I am a human being. I am not a human doing, and for a living, I breathe. I'm a breather. You see, we live in a dualistic universe. Yes, I know, by definition, universe, uni means one, verse means song. And we are a part of the one song. However, the one song is dualistic. We have male, we have female, we have night, we have day, we have winter, we have summer, we have good and we have evil. And you might argue that statement, and you might say gender is a spectrum, it's fluid. You might say that on the equator there are no seasons. You might say that good and evil is simply a definition created by man. And you might be right. But there is one truth and one fact when it comes to duality that you cannot rebut, you cannot discuss, and you definitely cannot debunk. And that fact is that there are 2 worlds. There is an inner world, which is everything that you are. It's your thoughts, it's your feelings, it's your skin, it's your hands, it's your hair. And you have direct control over this world. I can move my hand, I can open my mouth, I can calm my mind. And then there is another second world that you don't have control over. And that's the outside world. You don't have direct control over your outside world. The outside world is the trees, it's the clouds, it's the ocean, it's your best friend, it's your mother, it's your father's vaginal crest. And it's the air that we breathe. You see, breathing and breath is the bridge between those 2 worlds. Your lungs expand and the air from the outer world goes into the inner world. And once it's in the inner world, once it's inside of your temple, you have complete control over it. I can make the air cool. I can make it hot. I can expel it rapidly. Or I can delay its exhalation. I can even press my lips against a trumpet or somebody's anus and produce a beautiful and harmonious melody. So you see, the breath is the bridge between the 2 worlds. It's the intermediate, it's the medium. And it's the key to life and all the mysteries. So I want everybody to take a breath with me. And when you take that breath from the outside world to the inner world, I want you to fill your mind with loving, peaceful, harmonious thoughts. And I want you to feel love and compassion within your very heart. And what that does is it purifies the breath. Because when the air is in the temple and the temple is vibrating on these higher frequencies of love, well, you see, the breath is purified. The vibration of the breath is raised. And then when you give that breath back to the outside world, you're actually harmonizing the outside world. You're purifying the creation. You are harmonizing the Holy Spirit. And this is a good merit. This is something you can do 4 or 5 times a day. And it's a much better hobby than these people that I mentioned earlier in this video, the fabulators. So I want everybody now to take a deep breath in. And I want you to hold that loving thought, that beautiful feeling of compassion, love and serenity. And then I want you to exhale. So here we go. A deep breath in through the nose, feeling that high vibration, and then exhaling through the anus. And one more time, in through the nose, and out through the anus. Fuck, I just...
And now we bring you a message from our sponsor. Aloha, my name is Breath. I am the CEO and founder of Aloha Shell Jewelry, the finest shell jewelry known to man. All of our shell jewelry production begins at the state-of-the-art facility known as the Jungle Meth Shack. At the Jungle Meth Shack, participants and shell collectors spend hours injecting and smoking crystal meth. This is to ensure focus and clarity for the workers whilst they are picking shells. Crystal meth ensures nothing but the finest shells are collected. We here at Aloha can't wait to see you. We're looking forward to and anticipating your next purchase. So come on by to Aloha and say hi and buy some of the finest jewelry known to man. Aloha. Aloha, now selling do-it-yourself castration kits. Each kit comes in a nice box with castration scissors, rubber bands, and even a Polaroid image of Breath with a autograph. Aloha.